We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Tonight, it's the 272nd and final game of the regular season, and we've got a good one to finish things off, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Ready?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you've got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Richie Grant in on the tackle. Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
He'll look to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The Saints at 13-3 now on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
22 meter.
Off play action. Samuel steps away. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Looking to throw. Samuel. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
The give is to McLaughlin.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And you look at this Saints defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, is number 27 in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
Ready.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
Ready.
Back to throw. Samuel escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you want a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Samuel. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Okay,
From the
right.
13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. 6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Looking to throw. Samuel. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. To Barkley on the check down. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
it's 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give up 6 points going the other way.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as exhibit. The leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. The way he went into that contact as a rookie QB, you just kind of hold your breath. Maybe slide there?
Probably a very good idea. Not probably. Definitely a very good idea. And I go back to something someone told me a long time ago. In college, yeah, those guys are going to hit you, but they're just playing for a scholarship. These guys in the NFL, they're hitting you for jobs. That's a whole different hit.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 20.
Up the middle they go. It's Casey, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Ready?
2nd and 6. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That is caught. He's got the first down and more. And he takes it all the way. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
First down, Atlanta.
Come on.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 13-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Falcons strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
Saints 13.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Harrington.
Into space at the 45.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Yellow.
Back to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 10 yards out.
And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Trouble, 38. Check pink. Ready?
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And a little quarterback draw option works to perfection for him.
Yeah, it's hard to account for the quarterback in most situations on defense, and that's why the quarterback draw is so successful. Everyone else covered, makes a little fake, runs into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Here we go. Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin puts it on.
And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Carlson able to put this one through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that...
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
They'll run on first down. Casey, and a short gain down to about the 33. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Striker, 3-3.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
Come on, set. Slide through.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
is able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback. A 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Saints take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And they can't bring him down. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Running left, it's Barkley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
.22 needle. Ready.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They'll set up to throw.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
Hook up of 15 yards there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Dexter Lawrence able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. They're going to try and throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They'll look to throw again. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Carlson now to kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go, set.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Look at the big man rumble. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 2nd and 11. That's complete right around the 8. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Saints extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On play action, they'll throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personed.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20.
They run the option on 2nd down.
And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 7.
Ready?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you that.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Come on, set.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Fight, 97. Hut, hut.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
He will return this from deep in the...
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, what, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Carlson down to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Being chased out left.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball is going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal.
Ready?
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
It's 3rd and goal.
Ready?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Saints, they finish things off in style, putting a bow on a 14-3 regular season.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Falcons,
they finish up the regular season with a mark of 12-5.
And now they'll have to see how the final playoff picture will all shake out. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.